If you've ever been to Thailand, you may have visited the temple of the Golden Buddha. Millions of people from around the world visit this temple every year. So why is this Golden Buddha statue so popular? Well, there are three things. 1. It's the world's largest statue of the Buddha made of pure gold. Not gilded, but pure gold. Every ounce of it is pure gold. 2. It has an amazing story behind it. You'll love the story when you hear it. 3. It has a life-changing message. When you get the message, you won't be the same person again. So, which one do you want to hear first? The message or the story? The story, you say? Okay, let's hear the story. On a cold morning in the year 1955, an old monk cleaned the temple where he lived and sat down to pray. Inside the temple, there was a huge statue of the Buddha. It was made of clay. As the monk sat at the feet of the clay Buddha and began praying, some government officials came and knocked at the temple door. "This temple is going to be demolished. We'll be moving this statue to another part of the city. You can pray there," they said. The monk was stunned. He had been praying in this temple for as long as he remembered. It was the only home he knew. As far as he could tell, this temple had existed for centuries, and it was going to be demolished all of a sudden? But why? The officials explained that a new national highway was going to be constructed, and it was going to go right through this temple. So, a crane was brought, and the statue was lifted from there and relocated to another part of the city. In the process, the statue was slightly damaged and there were cracks here and there. It broke the old monk's heart. He couldn't sleep that night. With a torch in his hand and tears in his eyes, he began inspecting the statue. It was sparkling at every crack in the statue. It was the most mysterious thing he had ever seen in all his life. Curiosity got the better of him and he started chiseling at the cracks. As he did so, bits and pieces of the statue started falling off. And then large chunks came off rapidly. In a few moments, the old clay statue was no more there. In its place was a most magnificent golden statue, glittering in all its glory. The old monk couldn't believe his eyes, and he sobbed like a child, with joy and amazement. The next morning, the whole city gathered to see this imposing statue of pure gold. How did this transformation happen? They wondered. Soon, the experts began to study the mystery and came up with an answer. The statue was not really a clay statue after all. It had always been a golden statue for hundreds of years. Then, sometime in the 18th century, the Burmese invaders attacked Thailand. They massacred the people and looted the gold. But the monks of this particular temple thought of a brilliant idea to protect the golden statue of the Buddha. Before the invaders arrived, the monks plastered the statue with rocks and clay. When the invaders saw this statue of clay, they ignored it because it was of no value to them. Decades passed. Then centuries. Generations of people came and went. A time came when there was no one who could tell the secret of the golden Buddha. So, the clay Buddha was all that the people saw and knew until that fateful day in 1955. So that's the story behind the statue of the golden Buddha. Now the message. I think the message is very simple and precise. There's a golden Buddha inside you. Yes, there's a golden Buddha hidden inside you that's pure, sparkling, and magnificent. But have you concealed it with a layer of fear, guilt, and doubt, perhaps to protect yourself from the outside world? Have you covered it with negative thinking and a poor self-image of yourself? Have you even forgotten that there's a golden Buddha inside you? It's waiting for you to release it from the layers of clay you have plastered on it over the years. It's begging you. It's begging you to release it from the captivity and the limitations you have imposed on it for so long. There's a golden Buddha inside you. It wants to shine in all its glory. It wants to brighten the world with its magnificence. Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the mistakes you have made in the past. Let go of all the experiences that have conditioned you. Let go of the clay. Let go. Just let go. And shine. Shine with love, passion, and bliss. Let the golden Buddha shine. Some golden Buddhas live and die on earth as clay Buddhas, never knowing what brilliance they have in them. Some golden Buddhas shed their clay and reveal themselves when they undergo a terrible or shocking incident, just like in the story. Some golden Buddhas emerge from their clay cocoons and express their golden brilliance when they know the truth of who they are. And you know the truth, golden Buddha. Thank you for hearing me.